Hello all. Today what we're going to do is we're going to do another question on pictorial. So it's similar to the one last day, but a small bit easier. I'm just going to run through it now how to do it. I have just line up my page in this. So what you have, the question we're going to do is, I put it up on Teams. I'll just give you a quick look at it there. It's the fish. The last three is number 16, which is a bit harder. So for this, we can set up a grade again, which is 160 by 120. So you just keep those two measurements in mind, 160 by 120. So to start isometric, we always start with a thing called a crow's foot. And we usually keep it towards the bottom of the page, because there isn't going to be any point which is lower than this. So crow's foot is a line straight up. It's done with your 30-60 set square. Line at, let's wait for the focus to come back in there a second. Just turn it a small bit. A line at 30 degrees in this direction. A line at 30 degrees in this direction. What the crow's foot is, I'm just going to put it in a different colour. You wouldn't put this in a colour. We call it the crow's foot. It's these three lines which are 30 degrees, 30 degrees and 30 degrees. Those three axes which are that angle. That is, if you look at the bottom of the page, they're parallel. But this line must cut 90 degrees, T-squared against the side. So this is a starting point for everybody. So we want to grade, it's 160 wide. So from here I'm going to come 160 over. When I say 160, that's 16 centimeters, 160 millimeters. I've got dot, straight line up. The height I said was 120. So again, from the same point, from this point, I'm going to come up 120 millimeters, 12 centimeters, and I'm going to bring a line across like this. So they say in the question that the grade is made up of squares which are 20 by 20, so 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters. So I'm going to just put a dot on, I'm going to put the end of the set square here, and put a dot on 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14, 16 and 20. All these are vertical up. Visualize how it looks like they're going they may be going at a small angle, but they're not. They should be going straight up. So they're not actually going off to the angle like they look there. This is 20 up in this direction as well. So from this point here, come 20, 40, 60, 80, and a dot 100. And bring these back. These are light lines. The grid should be very, very light, like the one you did last day. So that's the grade set up here in isometric. So now we put the fish logo on top of it. So I'm going to start at this point here. This comes over. This comes up. I'm going to do this quickly because you can watch this over a few times rather than dragging it out. So we put it on, just joining the dots really, join the corners of the page where it meets. This comes over to and up to for the fin. This comes down to. This comes over 2 and down 1. This goes over 2 and up 1. This goes down to here. This corner. Straight down. This goes back to the corner. This goes over to this one here. Down 2, over 2, down 1. So take your time doing this. This is obviously going to take you a lot longer than I'm doing it. And this goes straight back here. Straight back to there. And the last thing is the eye is here, which is up, over, and these are done like this. So that's the front of the fish. Okay. Now we've got to project this back. So if you look on the plan here, it says the depth of it is 20 millimeters. This is looking down on top of it, this is looking in. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it back in this direction here. So every corner, I'm going to bring a light line back like this. And do this one as well here. So just away from it. I'm not going to bring this one because this line will be going into it. So to bring this one, I'll bring this one. Again, I won't bring these because they're going inside in it. This one would go. This one would go here. You may have been on right there, you may not. So it's mainly here, 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 there, and so on. And like the last one, the easiest way to do it is with your compass. So set your compass to 20 millimeters. Like this. And put it here. So this point goes, this one goes to here. That's going to go to there. You may have something that you may not want to, but we'll leave that out. So for this, join the dots up, over, back, up, and over. Okay. And there is one tricky one. So I'll put these in heavy first and I'll show you the tricky one in this. Okay, what's tricky is what's happening here. Because this is going to come up at an angle like this. So what we do for this one is we go sliding set squares. So you put a set square against this edge, you hold this, you put the other one underneath it, you hold on to the bottom one and we slide the top one. And that goes there. And the last one, when I started, is this point over here. So that is that finish. We don't have anything inside the eye because, or do we? We do. Sorry. That one, a small line, and there. And that is that question finished.